Hi and welcome to my channel. So we're going to talk about working for other UK employers when you're on a health and care worker visa or on a skilled worker visa in the UK. So can you work for other employers, and indeed what are the circumstances where you can work for other employers and it is legal and legit? So this is something that is very important, very sensitive. If you're on visa sponsorship in the UK, you definitely 100% need to know what are the T's and C's that come with your specific visa. And that's going to depend on who has employed you and what job you have, and obviously your employer and all of that. So if you're new to my channel, you're welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, as usual, I do appreciate your time. If you're one of those people that actually implement the things that I'm talking about, then I appreciate you even more, because look, I'm all about implementation. It's not to do with videos and you watch it and you're like, hey, there she goes again yapping about. No, it is about implementation. So leave a comment in the comment section and say, what are your personal circumstances? Are you in the UK right now? What's going on? Are you still out of the UK, planning to move to this beautiful, amazing country? Let me hear what your experience is, what jobs you're interested in, literally what is going on with you at this point in time. So if you haven't joined this family, take the opportunity now to hit the subscribe button so that you're the first person to be notified every single day when I drop a new video on here at 10 a.m. prompt UK time. I have dedicated myself and my time, no matter what is going on. I need to keep you updated every single day, 10 a.m. prompt UK time. So let's get started straight to the point. Who can work for other employers in the UK? The first thing you need to know is that you must work for the employer that has actually sponsored you to be in the UK. And by the way, if you're not aware, I do have a free newsletter. I've dropped a link in the comment section below. It's free to join. You drop your name and email and you're part of the newsletter. I send info such as this directly to your amazing inbox so that you never miss out on such vital information that is crucial for your personal and professional development. I also share information about free visa sponsorship opportunities to move to the UK or switch your visa if you're already in this amazing country, so that you're not spending thousands of pounds, getting in debt, spending millions of money without justification. Basically, career progression, I'm passionate about it as well. I started in the UK 13 years ago as a carer in a nursing home. 13 years to today, I now work as an advanced nurse practitioner, which is the most senior clinical nursing position in the profession. And so career progression is what I'm passionate about. It's not only about coming to the UK, but it is making the most of the best opportunities that this country has to bring, progressing in your career. And let me tell you the best thing about career progression in the UK: you don't need to spend money. Many of us hide behind not doing anything for ourselves and saying, Melvis, I can't afford it, it's very expensive. They've got apprenticeships. I've shared loads of information on here about various apprenticeships where you will get paid, get visa sponsorship to work and study in the UK. That is what you should be doing. Whether you're still out of the UK, you're already in this country, you should be gravitating towards opportunities that will not only help you to get paid, but they'll also help you to progress in your career. So I share information about all of that. Like I said, it won't take you 20 seconds to join. Check the comment section. You see a link there. You also see my contact details on there. There's my WhatsApp number as well as my email address, so that you get in contact with myself ASAP in order to discuss your situation and get started with getting the support that you need in order to progress. The truth is that I empathize with many of you, because I know that people want to do the right thing, they want to succeed, they want to move forward, but they are struggling with lack of guidance. People don't know what to do. You just feel stuck with the whole situation. You watch this video, watch the other video, you're like, oh my goodness, what's going on here? But just calm down, recollect yourself together, and you know what I mean, do what's right. So like I say, get in contact with myself if you are in this position and you need some clarity when it comes to your situation. So the first thing we're going to talk about is that you must work for the employer that has sponsored you to be in the UK. This is a legal requirement. It is a must. And by the way, I'm not an immigration lawyer. This is my own interpretation of the law. If you feel that you're in a situation where you need an immigration lawyer, then do get in contact with one, obviously. But what I also say is you need to get familiar with checking the UK government website, because YouTube has a lot of your information. You see this today, this tomorrow, this year. There's quite a lot going on. So familiarize yourself with the UK government website, because everything there is 100% legit and there is that clarity. that you need as well from there. So you must work for the employer that has actually sponsored your visa. It is a must, it is a legal requirement. If you come to the UK and you're not working for that employer, you need to report that to the Home Office, or the employer needs to report it to the Home Office. But you and I know the implications that this has. So it is for you as a candidate to make sure you're aware, because if you're not actually working for the person that has sponsored you, you will not get indefinite leave to remain in 5 years time in the UK. And let me tell you, there's nothing worse than you've settled, you've got your kids in the UK, you've got your husband, you've got your wife, you've got your parents, you've got everything in the UK, and then you apply for indefinite leave to remain after 5 years and it is declined. You don't even want to be in that situation. So if you're not working for your current employer, in 5 years time you will not qualify. And then when it comes to working, obviously, for other employers, the law currently says that if you, obviously, you've got to be working for the employer that has sponsored you, you can also do 20 hours extra with another employer, but the job that you're doing has to be on the shortage occupation list, which is going to be scrapped, by the way, come 2024. I've shared a video about that, and jobs that are going to remain on that list, so-called list, I should say that. And so, but the most important thing you should take from this is that the job that you're doing the extra hours for must be on the same occupation code as the job you currently have, which means if I come to the UK, for example, as a carer, as an example, if I come as a carer and I'm working full time for my current employer that has sponsored me, I can work 20 hours for another care company as a carer, because the other job is the same occupation code. If you wanted to do a different job that is not a carer job, then you will need to apply for another visa sponsorship. And by the way, I do have a private career coaching program. I've dropped the link in the description box below, or the about section of this channel, where I offer one-to-one tailored, personalized and individualized support to people that are part of the top 1%, by the way, of people here. It's only 1% of people here that are suitable for my coaching program, because these are people that are like me, are invested in their personal and professional development. You don't only sit and say, oh, I really want to progress in the UK, I really want to move to the UK, but you're taking action to actually achieve that goal. You're already in the UK, you're wanting to progress, whether it's progressing to work for the NHS or getting into nursing, into midwifery, clinical jobs, non-clinical jobs, doing apprenticeships, going for those senior positions, if you're a nurse, for example, and just progressing really so that you can make the most of these opportunities, then that is for you. You're part of the top 1%, and that program is perfect for you. Not only are you going to get that one-to-one support that you get, but you're also going to have access to some of the most, like-minded, success-driven individuals that we have live sessions on Thursdays every week, where we just go on, we talk, we discuss, everybody shares ideas, supporting each other, encouraging each other, and learning from each other. Because we've got people in the program who, for example, have already had their own visa sponsorship. They can talk about how was the process, what company has sponsored them, just everything, interview preparation, CV, supporting information for NHS jobs is a big thing. That's a massive challenge for many people, because if you don't know what is needed on that supporting information, I can guarantee you that the chances of getting a job will be very, very, very low. But when you're in the right environment with the right support, the right tools, the right encouragement, and the right level of accountability, that changes everything. Having a CV that you're confident that, oh, my CV is up to scratch, my CV is what is needed. Some people, for example, have just paid on to have a CV. You've got no idea what's on the CV. The person you've paid has absolutely no idea what should be on that CV either. It doesn't help. I say this because I go through hundreds and hundreds of CVs every single week. And when I look at many of the CVs, I'm like, girl, oh boy, by the way, there's no way you would have ever had any job with a CV looking like this. So you need to make sure that you are making use of the resources that are available to better support you with this journey. And like I've said, check the description box below or the about section of this channel to find a link to that program. But if you check the comment section below, you're going to see my contact details, and do get in contact with me ASAP if you've got any questions or concerns about the program. So those are the people that can really work for another employer. And if you're enjoying this content, by the way, hit the like button. It lets me know you enjoy content like this, and obviously I should do more. Do share this with your friends, colleagues, loved ones. Some of you have come to the UK, you've got no hours with your employers. It is not legal, it is illegal, it is not allowed, and you must, as a matter of urgency, find another sponsor to switch. I always say this because It is very important, because the next thing is somebody's going to leave a comment to say, Melvie, so what should I do then? Well, get another job. That's what you need to switch your visa. And so these are the people that can obviously work for other employers. And then if you, for example, there's a very interesting clause. If you don't have enough hours for the employer that has sponsored you, you're not actually allowed to have another employer. It is not legal, it is not allowed, which means that you need to really be able to interpret the law and these rules and understand it well. Like I've said, I'm not an immigration lawyer. If you need a lawyer, I'm sure you know how to contact one, but it is something that you need to be very aware of. The law does not pardon any ignorance. If something happens 5 years from now, you apply for indefinite leave to remain and they say no, you're not going to say, hey, I watched a YouTube video and somebody said it was okay. They're going to look at you and think, you're crazy. Like, what's wrong with you? You are crazy. So please take these things very seriously. The UK does not mess around when it comes to their immigration laws and rules. There is a lot of heartache when you're settled in this country with your family and you get that refusal, that rejection, and that denial. It is not worth it. So you need to take the right steps today so that your future is secured in this country. So check out these other videos that I've linked up here just to give you more information about some of these opportunities in the UK. Check this out.